And by the way, this is such a cool story. I haven't had one this cool in a long time. I met this guy from your world, software, entrepreneur, whatever. And you know the type. He's like, came from Mumbai, went to Caltech or MIT, $30 in his pocket, makes a name for himself in Silicon Valley. He has a daughter, and his daughter wants to play, she's 12 years old, she wants to play basketball, right? Now, he doesn't know anything about basketball. He's a software programmer from Mumbai. But he decides, I want to coach my daughter's basketball team. So he goes to a basketball game, and he observes it, right? As an outsider would, right? We're talking about outsiders. He's an outsider. He observes it, and he comes away shaking his head thinking, why do they play this game in such a mindless fashion? And so he decides to teach his daughter and her teammates to play the game his way, right? And what happens? Now, keep in mind, this team is a team of girls they're all from like Mountain View, and their fathers are all people like this guy. They're the children of software programmers. They are not big, huge, hulking mesomorphs with bulging muscles. They're like little skinny girls with pigtails, right? What happens? They almost win the state championship. They don't win the state championship because they get cheated in this outrageous way, which is one of the great parts of the story. But the whole point of the story, and it's just so on every level genius, it all has to do with what happens when a really, really smart guy from Mumbai decides to coach basketball. And the answer is nothing that you've ever seen on a basketball court before. Now, I'll only say this last little factoid, which is during the games, when he's doing this thing that he does, and these little girls with pigtails, by the way, they're not good basketball players, P.S. They're not going to go and play like Division I. They're like little skinny girls they're all going to take physics at Caltech. They're not even interested in sports that much, but they're like under the tutelage of this mad genius. During the games, as they're coaching, the opposing coaches, who are the ones steeped in the older paradigm of basketball, get so enraged by what's happening that they start by just kind of sitting there in a stunned silence. Then they start screaming at their own girl, these 12-year-old girls start screaming at their own players as if it's their fault, right? And then, invariably, they challenge this guy to a fight in the parking lot after the game. Anyway, so look for that one too. Thank you all.